Game crash. Kellogg's personal computer. Okay, notes. The boy, Sean, successfully delivered back to the Institute. Payment received. New orders to track down Renegade. Gather reinforcements. Cleared out and secured Fort Hagen. We move out soon.
So, Kellogg what?
So Kellogg what?
Building a collection or something?
This is right at the...
We know where your son is, but even I don't know how to find the Institute. And they built me.
You don't know anything, Nick?
Look at me. I'm trash. They threw me in the junk pile ages ago. Just another discarded prototype. Didn't exactly leave me the house keys. We're in the weeds here. Time to take a step back. Bring in some fresh eyes. Only person I know willing to snoop up the Institute's tail feathers is Piper, the reporter in Diamond City. I say we head her way. Talk this through.
How could Piper help us?
Trust me, that dame knows a lot more than she lets on. And she lets on a lot. If I know her, she's done her homework. And we need to talk this through with someone.
Diamond City it is.
Hey, chin up. I know the night just got darker, but it won't last forever.
I was sort of hoping to avoid Piper. He has that ridiculous sassiness some characters have that make me sort of cringe when I see her. Recall this. There was some kind of a... Okay, I'm going to into elevator. Some kind of a... I don't know what you would call it. Secure storage room? Something like that.
Going up.
Yeah, in the upper sections. I'm wondering, could I now have access to it? There has to be some way to do it. But it's one of those doors that doesn't really have a proper lock.
Roof access.
No. Didn't want to come to the roof, but whatever. And you could have to control the turrets through this.
People of the Commonwealth, do not interfere. Our intentions are peaceful. We are the Brotherhood of Steel.
Found the military frequency.
Repeating. This is Paladin Dance on frequency 9-5.
Deep into that darkness, peering.
All Brotherhood of Steel units are to return to the Cambridge Police Station immediately for reassignment.
Fearing.
Repeating. This is Paladin Dance on frequency 9-5. All Brotherhood of Steel units are to return to the Cambridge Police Station immediately for reassignment.
Okay. Reassignment report. I can see where this is going. It's a way to flush out the Institute. They were reported back, and now a proper Brotherhood of Steel exposition. Jesus Christ. Sometimes you just lose the words. Expedition. Yeah. This reminds me from the... what the hell was it? The more combat-oriented Fallout game. Was it the Brotherhood of Steel? I don't recall. Either way. Though they had blimps, such like this, more or less, when they were migrating from place to place, were sending expeditions. Not something you see every day. I actually want to go back inside. We have numerous additional accesses now, so we might have access to that door that was prohibited to us at the start. It's our carry weight situation. We are totally full. Can't take a single pound of extra carry weight. Just means we are not going to pick up trash. This was a dead end. I'm not really looking for loots here, but I think I've bypassed some of these areas basically with the intention of coming back later. So we could have missed something good, like a hacking magazine, for example. Probably not, but it would be a shame to lose it or miss out on it. I would have to imagine that there are multiple ones. I wonder how it works. Is it what I mean is are there specific magazines spread all over the world? Or is it the case where you basically have more or less magazine locations, and each time you find one, your abilities increase in a predetermined fashion. So it's very easy to get certain abilities because you're likely to find at least some of the magazines, but much harder to get the final ability that you get when you have all of them, something like that. Don't know. I just hope I would find it already.
Hey, toss anything you can't haul my way.
Still decent loot here. I suppose I could have yeah, we can't exactly just ignore this. I'll have to move more stuff to him.
Sweet.
Fragmentation group.
Hey,
I'll see what I can do. Whatever you need.
Junk. Take it. Nick Valentine can't carry anymore. So we have two fairly significant paths in front of us. Either try to go to Piper, well, we should talk to her anyway, but others clearly just report back to the Brotherhood of Steel. Their presence now is so significant.
Bomb could go off in this place and no one would be the wiser.
The Institute can't possibly just ignore it anymore. They don't have the luxury. A high-tech, equipped, organized military organization is basically coming for them. I'm sort of confused. Even I don't recall where I can and can't go now. Yes, this. Restricted area, authorized personnel.
Bet this place got hit hard. This place could give a mutant nightmares.
I don't really see any obvious ways to get in. I suppose the ceiling is sort of cracked.
They had no expense, did they?
Has to be a computer or something that controls this then. Destructible terrain isn't a feature, really. What? Yeah. Right. Okay. Closing. Zero. Not this. Not be this. Not be this. Be this. Okay. I'm missing something totally obvious. Well, it can't be this. Closing. We tried it. Can't be this. Can't be this. Can't be this. Closing. We tried it first. Can't be. Yeah, it's reactor.
Yes.
Through the door. Well, this is really the only thing we were really looking forward to, so I'll loot this and get the hell out of here. Four fusion cores.
That's it.
Few ammunition. Silver spoon. Fuse. Oil. Basketball. But I suppose 4 fusion cores were the big deal out of this one. Yep. Let's go, Nick. We're done. How do you exit this place?
Hey, let me ask you something.
Hey.
Go ahead. Hey, let me ask you something.
Sure. Ask away.
It's just, with everything that's happened with you and your family, it's a whole hell of a lot to process. I wanted to make sure you're holding up all right.
Why do you ask?
I just had a hard go with the, transition myself. Took me a long damn time to get a feel for this place. Thank goodness I found Diamond City. It's got its flaws, sure, but it beats the hell out of anywhere else in the Commonwealth. Of course, when I took up there back when, people were just as scared of the Institute as they are now. Maybe more. The massacre of the CPG was still pretty fresh in people's minds at that point. And folks were still losing sleep over the broken mask. Plenty of people assumed I was just a saboteur, moving in to melt down the reactor or poison the drinking water. But at the time, they couldn't exactly turn me away.
Massacre of the CPG. What's that?
The Commonwealth Provisional Government. Years back, a group of settlements tried to get together and form a coalition. Every settlement with even a hint of clout sent representatives to try and hash out an agreement. Only the Institute sent a representative of their own. A synth. The man killed every rep at the talks. The Commonwealth Provisional Government was over before it even got off the ground. I took up in town not long after. I was damn lucky they didn't just tell me to scram right then and there.
Broken mask?
This was long before I'd moved to town, but apparently some gentleman type shows up in Diamond City, heads down to Power Noodles. Guess he didn't like the food because he pulled his pistol and opened fire on the folks enjoying theirs. When security finally put enough holes in him to drop him, they say he was full of servos and sprockets, just like yours truly. Seems he malfunctioned, went berserk. It was the first time people realized that synths had stopped looking like me and started looking like them. Considering what these folks went through, I felt real lucky they let me in the front gate at all.
Why'd they let you in?
Because I'd rescued the mayor's daughter. Gal of about 15. Pride and joy of the mayor back then. Man by the name of Henry Roberts. The young Miss Roberts decided she'd run off with some caravan hand she'd, known for an evening. Turns out the guy was part of a gang of kidnappers. I didn't even know who I was rescuing, just stumbled on a crying girl and 4 toughs. I took her home and the mayor dubbed me a hero, offered me a place in town. Lots of folks protested, said I was a spy, but he wouldn't have it. Taking up in the city was tricky at first, but I never tried to hide what I was, and people seemed to warm to that.
You took down 4 guys by yourself?
Well, I didn't have to. Back then, synths were even more of an unknown quantity than they are today. I told them I was rigged to explode and started going beep, beep, beep. Hardest part of that rescue was keeping from laughing as they climbed over each other to get away.
I don't want to question him about being a spy. I mean, if he is, he is. I'm sure he's not consciously a spy.
Was it hard, settling in?
Well, they sure didn't make it easy. I started off doing the jobs no one else wanted. I got more banged up being Diamond City's handyman than I ever did living out in the ruins. But I guess folks never forgot I rescued the mayor's daughter, so they started coming to me when people went missing. Wife runs off with a new paramour and takes the rent money with her. Talk to the synth. An upset father decides moving him and the kids to Good Neighbor in the dead of night's not the worst damn idea since the bomb. Go get Nick. After a while, the jobs got so backed up, they didn't even ask me to do the handyman stuff anymore. Hell, I was so happy to do it, it was months before I started charging anyone. I never stopped being Nick the synth, but it was Nick the detective folks came to see. It was about then that things finally started feeling normal. It took me a long time to realize that home is where you make it. And with some time and effort, this place can be home for you, too. That's a long story, but I hope it helps. Want to get moving?
It's another reason I don't want to accuse him or question him if he's going to be a spy or not.
Yeah, so long as you're carrying it.
I wouldn't basically... If he was anyone else, I wouldn't question it. Even if I would thought it. It would make no sense to basically voice my suspicions without some kind of a proper evidence that it's a serious risk to consider. It also would at least potentially damage the relationship for no good reason. I mean, if he is a spy, consciously or not, it's not like he's going to say yes anyway. So I have nothing really to gain from that particular line of questioning. There's always the potential there that there's conflicting interests, even with people, so... Should have reiterated that. I was wondering about that skull thing, seeing it next to some people's names. I never know what the hell that means. Well, I suppose I'm recording it, so I can easily review it. Nick. Nick the Dick.
Hey,
What's the plan?
Give me all your stuff. You can keep the ammo.
Is this worth anything? This world above ground is very confusing.
This we can move, and we have a couple of weapons we can sell. Unique weapon goes here. Clark's pistol. It's good if you fight in bats. Very good. For us, much not really. Cryolator also goes into the box. There's nothing particularly wrong with it. It's a good mix of energy and physical damage, so it'll probably work fairly well on anyone. But I just don't care for it. Could sell a couple of these weapons. I do want to see how we can upgrade Kellogg's pistol. Only 4 upgrades. Bull barrel. Improved hip fire accuracy. Gun nut 3. Hip fire accuracy. Recon scope. Tracks targets. Improved magnification. Superior sighted accuracy. So the receiver would be the only thing we could change, but don't have the ability. Damage goes from 48 to 84. Improved rate of fire. Exceptional damage. Well, it's not a stealth weapon though, so for personal use it's no good. For him it might be very good. It's sort of a too advanced of a weapon though. Can't really put any upgrades on it. I suppose it's okay now without any upgrades, but don't particularly care for it. And the combat shotgun is good enough for now. I mean the damage is 75. It's not armor piercing or anything, but it'll do in most situations. Cryo mines. Ooh. We should use the baseball grenade. It's just a heavier version of a grenade. What to do with the synth arms? It's very good armor. Better than combat armor. Yeah, it is maybe not. It's better. Requires armor level 2. So I suppose we could start bringing our aerodynamic. We need to start bringing the strength up just to get access to armor. Synth chest piece. Improves damage and energy resistance. Armor 2, 3, 4. Yeah, this is actually nanofilament material. Yeah, this is very good. Immune to being set on fire. Reduce radiation damage. Greatly reduced damage from explosions. Greatly reduced weight and increased action point bonuses. Increased duration of chemicals. Reduces the magnitude of incoming staggers. Armor 4, Science 2. Right, this is just nothing particularly wrong with this. It's a bit on the heavy side. Okay, I'm not sure about that either. What's our chest piece? Lightweight shadowed leather chest piece is 5.6 pounds. Lightweight laminated synth chest piece is 5.1, so it's actually lighter and quite a bit more better against normal physical damage. But it's too high grade. At the same time, it's because the light build. If we do anything but the light build, it's significantly heavy. I'm gonna put it in storage. It seems like a good armor. Oh. Okay, this is a bit of a problem. We're at the levels where we get the useful levels of a lot of perks, so I don't know if we have the chance to put coins in strength. But if we have extra ones, I think we should try to get the armor. We're gonna need it, otherwise our survivability is basically 0 and we're going to have to snipe and just grenade and mine everything to death. Right. So, a lot of new things happen. Nick proved to be at least capable enough. I do want to see if I can do something with the armors with him. He won't wear the... Oh god damn it. Yawning. He won't wear the synth armor pieces. Maybe he won't wear any armor pieces in general. We do have the drifter out. I just want to try a few armor pieces on him.
Heads up.
I'm all...
Right. can only equip the
All
weapons.
ears.
With the armor
Heads up.
pieces, at least he doesn't give a shit about them. So,
On.
now we have the resource to upgrade the rifle. Right. Booster capacitor. It's improved damage, reduced ammo consumption. Not bad. But I think we can do better at this point. Superior critical damage. Better at burning damage. Better damage. Maximized capacity. Superior... At better burning damage, superior ammo capacity, better range, improved damage. Superior damage, improved ammo capacity. Suppose the maximized capacitor is a good one. About as good as we can expect at this point.
This weapon seems no one inspected me now.
Better range, improved damage, sighted accuracy and recoil. Reduced ammo capacity, poor hipfire accuracy. Automatic. Improved automatic. Improved long, I suppose. Or short. Poor hipfire accuracy is why I don't like the long. But that would mean we'd have to take short. If we take the long barrel, the range is probably good. I don't think he cares about the hipfire accuracy. So, improve long barrel. Full stock. Short scope. I sort of think we might as well just give it a long night vision scope, because he's using it. So he's not gonna suffer. There's no negatives to it really. Beam focuser, better range, accuracy and recoil. So it's basically an energy sniper rifle for him, more or less. Accurate long range rifle. Fine-tuned beam focuser. Super range, accuracy and recoil. It's just a better version. So it's a good weapon now.
Look alive.
Probably should have renamed it, but whatever. More fusion cells. You can certainly afford it. 280. Yeah, he's not gonna run out anytime soon. 20 fusion cores.
Do something for you?
No? And I think this is pretty much it. We'll just have to make a choice where to go next. In fact, I don't think I'll go after either of our options. We've left things undone quite a few times already. The food storage we left sort of in the middle. There might have been others. Yeah, the Corvega factory is another. We left it half unfinished. I just totally forgot about them. Absolutely forgot about what I was supposed to be doing. So what I intend to do now is just basically go back to those, wrap them up, then worry about what we're gonna do next. Assuming I still remember what I was planning to do again. I think I can. Right, and we have a decent amount of free carry weight. I really wish the mods wouldn't have weight, because I can't scrap them anyway. I suppose it would be a way to smuggle resources, so I suppose I understand it, but still. We have a few extra items. I suppose we should dump them. If I'm not gonna go out and sell them, might as well leave them here. Right.